start off with the introduction that I just did for you guys. I'm going to click that, and from there you open and you come across this first section, which is the trimming section. So from here you can trim the access from the start and the end of your video to make sure you get rid of any bits of you trying to press the record button, or any bits of you stuffing up, or any of you getting ready to take the take. So you can do this by pulling the option. You can pull the circle down on the left here that I'm moving, and you can pull that over to the right. Unfortunately, it doesn't have any sound unless you click the play button.
G'day, it's Zoe.
Like that. But you can tell by when you move the dot around, you can see when you're about to take a breath. See, I'm there, and then my mouth is open and I'm about to speak. And the same thing at the end. You can go to the far right and then pull it. You can see that I'm pressing the end button, and I'm going to end right where I move over to this tutorial, and there is the section I want. I can always go back to this and trim later if I so choose. So from here I'm going to click the check arrow to import the video. So from here you have a couple of options. So essentially what you've got is
G'day, it's Zoe.
We're going to pause that. So essentially you've got a few options down the bottom. So you've got the ability to trim, just as we did before. You're able to fit it into different size videos or different frames. You're able to blur the background, and the background is essentially this section here, which is seen in white. Filter allows you to...
Zoe, the video confidence coach, here with a...
We're going to stop me doing that. So essentially the filter allows you to apply different colors or different motifs, such as black and white on your video. And this also works, and almost every option here also works for video, for images as well. So from here you have the option to add music. They have their own library, or you can add your own. Just make sure it's copyright free. And from here you can speed it up or slow down your video. So say for example, if you're doing a artistic tutorial, or say for example you're doing something that takes you a really long time to do, well, you can film yourself and then use the speed up option to speed it up. From here you can crop the size of your shot to whatever works best. So YouTube's obviously 16:9, and Instagram you have different options. And then you can also use the sticker option to put on animated stickers or other options on screen as such. And then you can also add text on screen and you can also change the color and the, so say for example, test. I can always change the color of my text. I can change the font, and I can change where it's positioned. And I can also rotate the image or the video as well. So say for example, if I filmed vertically, but I'm meant to be shooting horizontally, sometimes that does happen. You can just click the rotate button and it'll rotate the right way around for you. And then you can also use flip. So say for example, if you film something and maybe you accidentally filmed it in a mirror and the writing is back to front, you can use the flip to flip it the right way around. And you can also use this function down the bottom. You can scroll to the end of your video that you've just shot and click the plus button on the left-hand side to add in another video. So you can add multiple pieces of content to the one video over time. So say for example, if you filmed a few different things over a day, you can put this together. It's a bit time consuming, but if the reason that we're using our phone is because it's convenient for us. So say for example, if I wanted to film one of these ones in here, this one was a couple of my stuff-ups. Yeah, you can see my face going, ugh. But say for example, I wanted to add that. Now that video, as you can see, is at the end of my previous one, and it is now just using what is known as a jump cut, where it just jumps from one to the other, and that's okay with me. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna delete this by clicking on it. So from here, this app is pretty simple to use. It's pretty easy and pretty functional. As you can see, say for example, when I went to the blur section, you can see that down the bottom on the right-hand side, I have an InShot logo. Now, because this app is free, that InShot logo will be there. But what you can do is, once you get back to the editing stage, which is here, you'll see that there is a X right next to the InShot logo. So from here, you can pay for the app, or you can watch an ad to get it removed. Now, it's entirely your choice what you want to do, but keeping in mind that if you use this app a lot, like I do, I highly recommend paying for it. but you can use that ad to get rid of the InShot logo, and I'm just going to skip this ad for you and show you what it looks like. So now you can see in the bottom right hand corner there is no longer any InShot logo. So I just watched a 30-second ad. It was unskippable, but essentially it allows me to get rid of that little icon in the corner. So if you want to do that, feel free to. Remember, you can always edit things around. You can change the size and what have you, whatever you need to. So from here, and one thing that I did forget to mention is with the music, when you do pick something, you can listen to a sample of it, you can copy it, and also donate to the artist. And you can use this pink button to download the song from the cloud. And sometimes it does take a while. And then from there, you can edit it as such. So once you get the video to your liking, I'm just going to choose this. You can click the save button in the top right hand side. So it's going to come up with a couple of options for you, 640, 720, and this is a version that I've added myself, is 1080p. Now 1080p is the standard at the moment for both YouTube and for most video platforms, keeping in mind that Facebook is usually 720. But what you can do is if this is not an option for you, you can click the customize and simply write in 1080p. Or if you, and it's gone straight to the converting side, or if you want to, you can get 4K. If your camera was shooting in 4K, you can render it to a 4K size of 2160. So you can see here at the top of the screen that it's converting my video, which is essentially rendering it or exporting it. And then once that's done, it'll save into a folder if it's called InShot in your gallery. So from here you have a few options. You can click the home button on the right hand side to go straight to the home page that we were at before with the 3 options. Or you can send directly to an app. Or, as it says here on the left-hand side where it says saved, it's saved directly to my my gallery. And in the other section, I can click here and I can go to other places that may not be listed in the objects above. So from here, if I was going to click the home button, I'll click the home button and I'm right here back at the home screen. Hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you have any more ideas or any tutorials that you want to see, feel free to comment below or subscribe to our YouTube, Facebook, or Instagram channels. All right, I'll see you guys later. Bye.